Alright, I'm just gonna make one video because the comments are all over. Um, the protest yesterday, I found out about it like an hour before it was happening, so I thought I'd go down and support it. There was people on the front of the police station, there's people round the side and the opposite entrance to the car park. So there was people at all ends, but there was more people at that end where I was. Not a lot of people, but more people. So I went to meet a friend. And after so long, one of the cars had gone through, and certain people, not everybody, certain people walked through into the car park. So as I was recording, we walked up to the edge of the car park, never went in the car park because I knew that that's stupid. It's private land as soon as you go across that line. So we stood on the opposite line, some of us, including the old woman that was pushed on the crutches. And regardless how you say, oh, she was barely touched, she was pushed clean back. And it was multiple times, not just once, that you see in a couple of clipped videos. And she did go over on one of them. You couldn't see on some of the clips, but she did go over. And it wasn't just her, there was other people that weren't being aggressive. I didn't get touched personally, because I cleanly had the camera in my face like that, so they knew if it they'd get a direct angle of me being hit. Um, but there was people there being stupid. The megaphone stuff, the getting in the faces. Um, the person that was there being very like adequate for everything was the raise the flags guy. He did a very good speech towards stuff, and he even slapped the megaphones down when we was all taking a knee. He told the lad who was kept shouting with it. He was like, "Look, if you want to get a point across, don't shout, talk, have a conversation." So a lot of the stuff that people are seeing is clipped, blah blah blah. Um, but the whole point of going there and everyone saying why has it happened in Mansfield? Because the Henry thing didn't happen in Mansfield. One, nobody really knew about Henry until recently, and it happened over a year ago. So it's all now happening now. Two, there was countrywide protests. This was one of many going off at the same time. It was supposed to be to put pressure on the police to take it seriously, not just keep fobbing things off and it happening again and again and people losing their lives for stupid reasons. Also, Ireland, the almost beheading that happened the day before, this was also in support of that. There was many reasons why people was there. In every situation, there's always going to be people that be stupid, people that'll go too far. But everybody else that's there is not responsible for their actions. We're responsible for our own. And if you watch all of my live, my video cut then. But in my live, you hear me say, I don't agree with what they're doing here. I don't agree with this. This isn't helping anybody else. So not everybody else, everybody there was being stupid. The only time I think I had an interaction with the police where I said anything is when that woman got pushed. I constantly stayed over that line. So did that woman. The line between the police car park and the public is where we were stood. We were stood on the opposite side where the public car park is. And the raise the flags guy, it was his building that was next to us. He from what I could tell, he was saying that was his building. So the opposite side that we was on, we were on the side where the police could close the gate, and we never processed to go across the gate. So everybody's saying like, "Oh, it's private land. You shouldn't have even been there." No, we was on the public side. You can walk up to it anytime you want. There's no police jurisdiction on that side. Um, and because some were being violent and some were being stupid does not mean you get to then go and assault other people like that are in the area that are at that spot. If we're not being violent and we're not going at the police, some people went at the police after the police went at them. That's like I say, that's their actions. And sometimes I'd say, yeah, if they're going at you and they've got no reason to, then yeah, sometimes you're gonna have a go back. Um, So yeah, I just wanted to get that point across because it's just getting stupid now. A lot of the comments just said everybody there was thugs, everybody there is dossers. The woman that got pushed and who was on the crutches and everybody is saying is a doll dosser and pit scammer. She's an ex-nurse. She lives on a pension, I guess. Like maybe she does get PIP, I don't know, but she's an ex-nurse. She's somebody that did work for years and years and saved lives. So no, I don't think she deserves it. I don't think she's from around here. I think she came to support. So all the stupid comments she's been getting, yeah, that's just ridiculous, really. And I'm getting a lot of shit, but I don't care. You can say whatever you want about me and all this stupid stuff. I know I was there. I went to support, and if you watch the full video, the full live, you'll see I basically just walked around recording. I didn't get aggressive. I didn't have a go at the police. I said once when the woman got pushed over, I was like, "We're across the lines. Like you can't say she's assaulting you when you're assaulting her." That's it. Which I did everything that you're supposed to do at a protest. Before I end this, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, look at who's there representing," and like just being insulting to the people that was there. There were some people that deserve insulting for their actions, but insulting on their looks is stupid. And you you're complaining about who's representing us, but then not turning up to anything to do with this. Like I went because it was local. I've not been able to get to any of the other ones, and I would go to the other ones to show support for the valid things. But you can't complain about who's representing you when you're not going yourself to represent. It's kind of doesn't make sense. So yeah.